Welcome to the class. Students, before I proceed, I would like to ask you to make certain corrections. In yesterday's question number 2, there was a second part in which the question was 4 whole 1 by 2. This is 4 2s are 8, 8 plus 1 is what? 9 by 2. So this was the mistake here. So please make the correction accordingly, you will solve. This will be 9 by 2. So this will be 27 upon 2. Okay. So please make the corrections in this one. And after that, question number 3, it is not 1 by 15. It is a copied wrong mistake. It is 1 by 13. So please make the necessary changes. Instead of 15, you just make this 13. Okay. So today we will proceed. Let's start with the discussion of the homework parts. Exercise 6.2, first part, second part, third part. These all were homework for you. So exercise 6.2, first question, first part. The ratios were coming out to be same. Ratio 1 was 2.5 divided by 1.5. The decimals cancels with decimal because 1 place decimal. I got the answer 5:3. Here it was 7.0 and 4.2. So 7.0 means 7 only. So I have rewritten it as 7. 4.2 is 4.2. If I remove the decimal, I got a 10 here. So now 7 1s are 7. 7. Oh, I'm so sorry. 2 5s are 10 and 2 into 21. Then 7 1s are 7. 7 3s are 21. So answer is 5 upon 3, which again is 5:3. So don't students think that this decimal cut with this decimal, students, because here it is 1 place decimal, but here this is no decimal, okay, because 7.0 means 7 only. So ratio 1 and ratio 2 are coming same, so we can say the statement is true. That was question number 1. Question number 2, first part. Product of extremes I found, product of means I found, okay. So both were coming same. So product of extremes equal to product of means, the numbers are in proportion, okay. Next is the third question. We were supposed to find the value of x in the given proportion. Because it is already a proportion, it means they are equal. The first ratio is equal to the second ratio. The first ratio is x is to 4, which means x upon 4, which is equal to 9 upon 12. So I will cross multiply. 12 into x is equal to 9 into 4, okay. So xi will remain here. 9 into 4, this 12 will go and divide there because I am transposing. And after cutting work, I find x is equal to 3. So this was your homework. So let's discuss question number 4 now. In question number 4, they are saying find the fourth proportional to this. I said that let the fourth proportional to be x. I am assuming that let the fourth proportional be x. Fourth proportional means the fourth term we are assuming as x. Okay. What actually the question means, आपको ऐसा टर्म निकालना है फोर्थ प्रोपोर्शनल कि ये जो चारों नंबर्स हैं ये प्रोपोर्शन में आ जाएं. So let the fourth proportional be x. This implies that fourth term will be 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5, x. The fourth term are in proportion. This along with the fourth term are in proportion because the fourth term we have to find. We are assuming that as x. ये proportion में होंगे क्योंकि fourth proportional निकालना है. It means if we are finding that number, it will be in proportion with all this. So because we are saying that let the fourth proportional be x. So this along with the fourth, they are in proportion. Because they are in proportion, we can say that the product of extremes is equal to the product of means. The product of extremes is equal to the product of means. So what is the product of extremes actually? 1 by 3 into x is equal to 1 by 4 into 1 by 5. X I have kept here only. This means x by 3, which this means 1 by 20. This 3 is here, it is dividing with x, there it will go and multiply with 1 by 20. So answer came 3 by 20. So the fourth proportion is 3 by 20. Likewise, I am doing the third part. The first part is homework for you. Let the fourth proportional be x. Therefore, this implies 3, 12, 15, x are in proportion. Because they will be in proportion, what does it imply? That the product of extremes is equal to product of means. Product of extremes means 3 into x is equal to 12 into 15. So x will remain here. 3 will divide with 12 into 5. I have cut with the table of 3. Answer came 20. So the fourth proportional is 20. Okay. Now students, question number 5. It has no parts. Check whether this are in continued proportion or not. Students, we say the 4 terms are in proportion, but when 3 terms are there, we will say they are in continued proportion. I repeat, जब 4 terms होती हैं तो हम बोलते हैं the 4 terms are in proportion. Likewise, the previous question which we did. But when 3 terms are there, we don't say they are in proportion. We will say they are in continued proportion. So we have to tell them that the 3 terms are in continued proportion or not. And I have taught you students, when 3 terms are there, how do we check they are in proportion or not, continued proportion or not? The product of 7 into 343 should be equal to the product of 49 and 49. There's a trick of doing that. You can just use this trick. Okay, repeat the middle term twice and write your question. Okay, I have repeated the middle term twice. In this, I can do the product of extreme 7 into 343 and the product of means 49 into 49. This way I will remember. In a way you have to repeat the middle term twice. Okay, so anyways, this was my question. A, B, C. So A and C should, A and C means product of A and C should be equal to B square means B 49 into 49. So I found 7 into 343, it came this answer. I found 49 into 49, the answer came this. After this step, I will write this line, that AC is equal to B square. This implies that 7, 49, 343 are in continued proportion. Now question number 6. Find the third proportional to. I say let the third proportional be x. Okay. So students, find the third proportional to these two terms. Third proportional means we have to find the third term of the proportion. The third, when 3 terms are in proportion, we don't say the 3 terms are in proportion. We will say they are in continued proportion. So I have just changed this mixed fraction into improper 21 by 4 comma 7. I said let the third proportional be x. ये जो third term है हमने मान ली x है. This implies students कि वो जो 21 by 4 है comma 7 comma the third term, they will be in continued proportion. Okay. So if they are in continued proportion, what will be the next statement, mathematical statement? The product of 21 by 4 into x is equal to 7 into 7. Before this, I can also write AC is equal to B square. Okay. A, B, C. So A into C is equal to B square means 7 into 7. Okay. I can just write it if I want. So I just did what x was here, 21 into x here, 4 got multiplied to that, 21 got divided in the next step. So x value came 7 into 7 into 4 upon 21. 7 1 is 7, 3 is 28 by 3, which means 9 whole 1 by 3. The third proportion is 9 whole 1 by 3. Students, the first part you will do by yourself. Okay, now I will do this part in front of you people. This is saying 3.2, 0.8. I said let the third proportional be x. क्योंकि थर्ड प्रोपोर्शनल x है मीन्स दैट ये एक ऐसी टर्म है बच्चे, इफ वी आर इंक्लूडिंग दैट इन दिस, इट मीन्स 1 2 3 दे विल बी इन कंटिन्यूड प्रोपोर्शन, बिकॉज दे आर सेइंग अस टू फाइंड द थर्ड प्रोपोर्शनल. थर्ड प्रोपोर्शन हमें ऐसा निकालना है कि तीनों प्रोपोर्शन में होंगे. तो अगर हमने एज्यूम कर लिया कि वो x है, तो इट मीन्स वो जो दीज 3 टर्म्स दे विल बी इन प्रोपोर्शन. सो लेट द थर्ड प्रोपोर्शनल बी x. दिस इम्प्लाइज दैट 3.2, 0.8, दिस आर इन या विल बी इन continued proportion. Okay, so they will be in continued proportion. So when the 3 terms are in continued proportion, what is a mathematical statement? That A and C is equal to B into B or B square. A into C is equal to B square means B into B. आपको पता है ना, when the power is 2, it means the number is getting multiplied twice. So I can write down in the next step 3.2 into x is equal to 0.8 into 0.8. So students, x I can keep it here. 3.2 can divide with 0.8 into 0.8 upon 3.2. Okay. I know one place decimal will cancel with one place decimal. Okay. And if I remove a decimal here, 10 will come in the denominator. So this is cancelled. This I removed. So 10 came. So now there is no decimal. अब आपको पता है 8 1 8, 8 4 32, 4 1 4, 4 2 8. ठीक है. Because students, my number were in decimal only, I will try to leave my answer in decimal. अगर मैं इसको कट कर दूँ 2 1 2, 2 5 10, मेरा आंसर 1/5 आएगा. That is also correct. But because my question, all the parts, like all the terms were in decimal, I will prefer writing 2/10 as 0.2, because one number 1 0 is there in the denominator, so one place decimal will come. Therefore, the third proportional is 0.2. Okay, so we can just do this. Question number 7 is your homework, students, and you also know that question number 4 first part and question number 6 first part is homework. So question number 7, question number 6 first part, and question number 4 first part. These 3 things are your homework. Apart from that, you will do the classwork also. Now in this question 8 number, it's like same as 7. So if you will understand this, then only you will be able to do question number 7. The ages of Amit and Archana are in the ratio. जो भी उनकी एज थी उसका रेशियो कितना है 4:5. उनकी एज 4 और 5 नहीं है, उनकी एजेस का रेशियो है. अमित की एज और अर्चना की एज का रेशियो 4:5. सो we have written the first statement. Ratio of Amit's and Archana's age is 4:5. If Amit is 4 years 8 months old, find the age of Archana. Age of Amit was given to us 4 years 8 months. Whenever it is a combination of unit, we try to change in 1 unit. हमें इसमें से अमित की एज पता चल गई, अर्चना की हमें नहीं पता है. ठीक है, हमने अर्चना की मान ली x, अमित की तो हमें पता थी. 4 years 8 months. I have changed 8 months into what? I have changed it into years. How? 4 as it is years. 8 upon 12. I am changing months to years, so I will divide by 12. Cut with the table of 4. 4 2s are 8. 4 3s are 12. So 4 whole 2 by 3. This is the way to change. Okay. 8 upon 12. This came 4 whole 2 by 3. So 3 4s are 12. 12 plus 2 is what? It is 14. 14 upon 3 years. Okay. तो अभी हमने अमित की एज को years में change कर दिया. Now according to the question students, अर्चना की एज हमें नहीं पता, अमित की एज हमें पता है. ठीक है, और उन दोनों की एजेस का रेशियो पता है. ओके, सो स्टूडेंट्स व्हाट आर वी गोइंग टू डू अकॉर्डिंग टू द क्वेश्चन. अकॉर्डिंग टू द क्वेश्चन, व्हाट इज द क्वेश्चन सेइंग? एजेस ऑफ अमित एंड अर्चना आर इन द रेशियो. मतलब एज ऑफ अमित और एज ऑफ अर्चना का रेशियो 4:5 है. सो एज ऑफ अमित अपॉन एज ऑफ अर्चना का रेशियो कितना है? 4/5. 4:5 को मैंने लिखा 4/5. एज ऑफ अमित की वैल्यू मैं यहाँ सब्सटीट्यूट कर दूं, कितनी है? 14/3. दिस बिग लाइन मीन्स डिवीजन, सो आई एम मेकिंग अ डिवीजन साइन. एज ऑफ अर्चना कितनी है बेटा? x इज इक्वल टू 4/5. ओके, व्हाट आई विल डू इज आई विल डू द रेसिप्रोकल ऑफ द सेकेंड टर्म, because division changes into multiplication. This will become 1/x. Now you know I have to cross multiply. Actually first we should multiply this. 14 into 1 14. 3 into x 3x. It is equal to 4/5. अब आप क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करो. 3x into 4 आ गया और वहाँ पर क्या आ जाएगा? 14 into 5. ओके, 3x into 4 14 into 5. So x you keep it here. This 14 into 5 will be there. This 3 and 4 were getting multiplied to x. There it will be divided. 3 and 4. And I know I will cut this with a table of 2. 2 2s are 4 and 2 7s are 14. Nothing else is cutting. My answer came 35/3 2s is 6. I can leave my answer in mixed fraction. X is equal to 6 5s are 30 and then it will be 5. Okay. So therefore अर्चनाज एज, अर्चना की एज ही तो हमने x मानी थी, तो अर्चना की एज कितनी आ गई है? अर्चनाज एज इज 5 whole 5/6 years. Okay, 5 whole 5/6 years. Likewise you will do question number 7 also. Okay, I repeat, both people's ratio was given of the ages of Amit and Archana. Out of this we knew Amit's age and we didn't knew Archana's age. तो हमने अमित की एज पता थी, अर्चना की नहीं पता थी. तो अमित की एज तो कितनी आई? हमने मंथ्स में चेंज करा 14/3. अर्चना की क्या मान ली? x. तो अगर हम 14/3 और x को डिवाइड करेंगे तो हमारा क्या आना चाहिए? रेशियो 4:5. सो अमित की एज डिवाइडेड बाय अर्चना की एज का आंसर आना चाहिए 4/5. With the help of this equation we have found out the value of x, means we have found out Archana's age. So your homework is to complete do question number 7 6 first part and 4 first part. Along with that you will complete your exercise 6.2 entirely, which means your classwork. Okay students, do make the corrections which I pointed out. Okay, thank you.